start off with the Better Skin Concealer, and I'm just going to put this under my eyes. It just kind of helps me just diffuse the blackness under my eyes and get rid of that a little bit more. I found that it works a lot better if I use concealer under my foundation and on top of my foundation because the bags are so real, you guys. And I'm going to use a beauty blender just to kind of spread it out and put it on top of my lids too, just to diffuse any discolorization that I have on top of my eyelids. And then I'm going to go in with the Clinique Stay Matte and the Better Skin, and I'm going to mix these two foundations together, and I'm going to lick it, I guess. And I'm going to use a beauty blender, and I'm just going to dot that all over my face and just spread it out. Try to get it as even as possible. This is as close to my skin color as I could get mixing these two foundations, because for some reason, none of my foundations are working right, like the color. Ew, look how bad that looks. Gross. But this is the best shade I could come up with, is mixing those two foundations, because the Better Skin is kind of gray toned, honestly, and the Clinique is a little bit lighter. So it evens it out. I don't know what I'm doing. I got foundation in my hair. Oh, I hate that so much. Then I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte. I forgot to take the lid off from it. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the Real Techniques powder brush. And I'm just going to go, what am I doing? I'm telling you, Get Ready With Me's have been kind of interesting lately because I listen to music while I'm doing it. But I'm just going to pat that on my face. I'm not going to rub it unless it's down my neck. But I'm just going to pat it so it doesn't move my foundation anywhere, and it just sets the foundation perfectly. And then I'm going to go in with the Perfect Brows Brow Growth Tinted Balm. I've been using this and loving it, you guys. It smells so good. But I'm going to go in with this and just lightly put it on my eyebrow hairs. It has been helping me with the front of my brows being sparse, and I'm telling you, I've been having to pluck them 10 times quicker than I normally do. It's really amazing. I really highly suggest checking this out. And I'll have it in the description box, but it just helps me use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade a lot. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to use the Beauty Junkies Eyebrow brush, and I highly suggest using that. It is amazing. And I'm just going to do my normal brow routine. I need to make a specific video for this, but if you can see how easy it is that the pomade just glides right on, that's what the brow growth balm does. It helps me, and it doesn't clump the pomade up, because my pomade is so old that it's kind of hard to work with. So this is such a help. Now I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hill Clear Brow Gel. I'm having such a hard time talking. What is wrong with me? And I'm just going to use that to set my eyebrows with. I just like using this. It doesn't smudge the eyebrow pomade, and it just works perfectly. Now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is my favorite. I'm just going to put it down on my lids as usual. Now I'm just going to use any kind of flesh tone eyeshadow. Excuse me, I'm sick. Ugh. And I'm just going to pat that down on my eyelid just to kind of diffuse the tackiness of the primer potion, and it will allow the transition colors to blend a lot easier. Now I'm going to go in with the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to use the caramel and the Morocco, and I'm going to mix those together using a Beauty Junkies blending brush, which I love as well, one of my favorites. And I'm just going to lightly put that in the transition just to kind of give it a pop of color in there. I love using oranges in the transition, as transitions. They're just so beautiful, and they really help any color you put on your lid just pop. I'm just going to put down some NYX Milk on the lid because I wasn't sure how pigmented the Wet n Wild palette was going to be in the color I wanted to use. So this will just make it pop a little bit more and give it more of a clean slate to work from. Now I'm finally going to go in with the Wet n Wild palette in Comfort Zone, and I'm going to use that definer shade that I'm singing about, obviously. And I'm going to use my finger, and I'm trying not to flip you off, I'm so sorry. But I'm just going to use my finger and plop that down. I actually found this to be a little bit hard to work with, and I went in with a brush after doing this. The red shows up, but the blue doesn't. And I've seen other colors like this, and that wasn't the case with them. And then it kind of got a little, patchy, as you can see. Where the front was the blue, and then the back was the maroon. And I was kind of having a little bit of trouble, but it was still such a beautiful shade. Now I'm going to go back into that palette and use that top brow bone. It's kind of like a cream color, and I'm just going to pop that on my brow bone as a highlight. And this was very subtle, but it gave it a really, really nice glow. Now I'm going to use that color underneath, the definer color. This is a crease color, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm just going to kind of right in the very inner crease of my eye, I'm going to go around the shadow just to kind of diffuse any straight lines, any harsh lines, and just to give it a little bit of a darker smoky look around the eye, but I'm not going to smoke this out. As far as I'm going to go with it is right there in the immediate crease. And then, as usual, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Precision Eyeliner. I do not use any other kind of eyeliner. I do need to test out a new one, but for now, I go with what I know. And this I absolutely love. It's not a felt tip. It's so easy to use, especially for beginners or if you're just bad at doing eyeliner like me. It makes it a lot easier. It's very, very dark, and it lasts all day. So I absolutely love this. Highly suggest it since it's only $3. Now I'm going to go in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I've been using this for a few weeks and really, really liking it. And I'm just going to use it as a concealer today. And I'm going to put it under my eye in kind of a triangle, upside down triangle. And then I'm going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. And I just really like the coverage that this gives me. It really helps my under eyes, and it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. So it works perfectly to brighten up my under eye, and it's so easy to blend out. I just really love this. And then I'm going to go in with the Sonia Kashuk Brightening Powder. This is a loose powder, and I use kind of like an e.l.f. What are you called? An e.l.f. tapered brush. It's just a small brush. And I just kind of pat it on the areas where I have the concealer, and then I let it sit for just a couple of seconds. I don't bake. I'm not good at that. I don't know. Well, even I don't know. I don't go there. But then I just kind of blend it out, and once I use the powder, it kind of sets it a lot better, and I blend out any harsh lines from the concealer with the brush. And then I'm going to go in with the Mally Evercolor Starlight Waterproof Liner, and this is in Caribbean Sea. And I'm just going to line my waterline with that. I really just wanted to give this a little bit of a pop of color, and with the transition shade being kind of like a caramel, it really does go really nicely with that look. Okay, now I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills actual stick thing there. I don't know why I don't know brush. But I'm going to use the colors that I use for the transition, and I'm just going to pop them underneath my eye as well. And just kind of blend out that eyeliner, make it a little bit less harsh, and be a complete weirdo. Using the color that I use for the immediate crease, I'm going to put that on an e.l.f. brush. And I'm just going to smudge it and kind of smoke out my under eye just to bring the eyeliner and the whole look together. And I really like this. It actually made it kind of do a weird fade from the brightness of the eyeliner down to the darkness. And I really, really liked how this actually turned out. I wanted to use the second brow bone color, which is more of a kind of brighter silver, as an inner corner highlight. It wasn't as bright as I was hoping it would be. It wasn't as shimmery, but it did give a light kind of highlight to my inner corner, so I decided to keep it there. But as you can see, it's really not that bright, so it probably would make a good brow bone highlight, like it says you should use it, but it was good enough. Now, time for mascara. I'm going to use my primer, which is my Caught My Eye primer. And I love this primer. I do not do my eyelashes at all without it. This is from Amazon. I will leave it in the description box for you guys, along with everything else that I use. But I use this on the top and lower lashes, and it just helps give me some serious length. I absolutely love this. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Mally Volumizing first, and then the Benefit They're Real after that. The Mally mascara works really well at darkening up my lashes, giving them a little bit of volume. It is, if you can see at the base of the brush, actually kind of starting to clump lately, and I don't really like that. But I just go in with this, and then I go in with my Benefit They're Real to give me some serious length and to just like get my eyelashes to the moon. And since I seem to be going overboard with the mascara today, I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic for my bottom lashes. I love this for the bottom lashes. It's like the only mascara that gets the job done, actually makes me look like I have bottom lashes, and doesn't get all over my face. So I highly recommend this. A lot of bigger YouTubers love it for a reason. It's amazing. I'm going to go in with the City Colors Contour Effects on the Go palette and my new Case, I believe it is, contour brush that I just got. And I wanted to use that darker taupe color because I thought it would make a really good shade. Now I'm going to be crazy and weird. But I thought it would make a good shade color. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I think that it might be a little bit too dark and too muddy looking. but I did notice that this brush is amazing and get such a straight line exactly where I need this to go. But as you can see, the powder looks a little dark. I mean, it might work. It might, but I think I might want to try out the lighter color in it as well. It just looked a little bit too dark for me. I did use the lighter brown shade on my nose, seen here, and it worked a lot better. So I think that I'm going to try out the more chocolate soleil color and use that because it worked so amazingly on my nose. Now I'm going to go in with the City colors. They're matte blushes, and this is in Blackberry. And you have to be very careful because it's very powdery, but it does go on very nicely, especially with the Mikasa blush brush that I have, which is holy grail, I'm telling you. It looks really, really nice. It doesn't last very long on the cheeks, but I mean, look at that. It's a really nice kind of flush color, and I liked it a lot. Now going in with the City Color Sunlight Trio, I'm going to use that golden highlight and check that out. This you might not be able to see on camera pick up as well, but it is a very kind of wham, there you are kind of highlighter, and I had to go very light with my brush. Otherwise, it is a little bit too much. And I really did like this. It actually kind of shocked me a little bit, you guys, about how pigmented it was. It was very shimmery, and I mean, I would put it up there with a couple of different high ends that I've used. As you can see here on my nose, when I go to highlight my nose, bam, I'm like, oh, tone that down some. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite MACs, and that is Pink Plaid, and I'm just going to put that on my lips to finish the look. I love this color. It's so pretty. So this completes the look. Everything that I used will be down in the description box if you guys are interested. I will leave links as well. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my Get Ready With Me. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.